Hello, and welcome to our series of topics for you to learn about alternative hospice and the services we provide here in Fenton, Missouri. Today's topic is about aromatherapy and essential oils. I am Leonette Juengst, a school sister of Notre Dame, and I work here at Alternative Hospice as a bereavement coordinator. Aromatherapy is a holistic healing treatment that uses natural plant extracts to promote health and well-being. Sometimes it's called essential oil therapy. Aromatherapy uses aromatic essential oils medicinally to improve the health of the body, mind, and spirit. It enhances both physical and emotional health. Aromatherapy can be used to enhance the quality of life as a complementary treatment through reducing stress, pain, and depression, and producing a feeling of well-being. And what is interesting, depending on their characteristics, essential oils can fight viruses, purify the air, alleviate flu-like symptoms, and bring comfort during illness. Today, Fran Tasche is here to tell you how aromatherapy is used here at Alternative Hospice and how you may use its healing properties at home.
So welcome to Alternative Hospice Aromatherapy and how it can help. What I'm doing here today is just kind of going through our essential oils and our blends that we use with our patients and their families and caregivers to help. We've worked with certified aromatherapists to come up with our blends, and so we can have some confidence that they work well and that the sensitivity to these blends will be really very low. We work with a vulnerable population, and so our oils and our lotions are diluted 1 to 2.5%. They're very safe. And then we apply them to pulse points. So our pulse points are right here behind your ears. It's usually where our skin is the thinnest. And so behind the ears is a really good place. The sternal notch, which is right here, it's like where your collarbones come right in there. Wrists are a good idea, and behind the knees, and the bottom of the feet contain the biggest pores our feet do, so they absorb really well through that. We do want to be careful when you apply oils to hands, especially our dementia or Alzheimer's patients who touch their face a lot. We want to, be very careful of that because we want to avoid the eyes, and we want to avoid mucous membranes, so we don't really want it in their mouth. So if you're working with an Alzheimer's or a dementia patient, you really would like to avoid the hands. So if you develop any rash or redness or irritation in your skin, you might have a sensitivity, so you might just stop using that oil or dilute it even further down. So do your research. So with that, let me introduce you to our oils. We have several different blends that we use, but I'm just going to share a few of them with you. Of course, pain is usually top of the complaint list. So our oils that we use, a couple of them, black pepper oil, which is not hot or spicy. I know some people is like, ooh, pepper spicy, but the oils are not spicy. The black spruce, those are both have great anti-inflammatory properties, and so it works really well with helping to reduce the pain. And the pain is usually either back, legs, or shoulders, which is probably most of us. So I'm just going to blend up the pain blend. So if you get your own recipe, you want to just kind of gently put them, combine them by rolling them back and forth in your hand, a little bit of a shake. We have our 2 ounces of lotion in there. So you put as many drops in your lotion as your recipe calls for. You can get these little pipettes too. We get these on Amazon. And then just get either a metal, or you can use popsicle sticks too, because you can just throw them away after you blend them up. So sometimes it takes a little bit to work the oils into the lotion. It just depends on the lotion you get. As long as it's unscented, you'd probably be good with anything off the shelf, but like I said, we use the Soma Silk. So once they're blended, our oils and our lotions last for 6 months, so always make sure that you label what you've made up, because we always label them as to what they are, what the oils are inside, so everybody knows that they have a sensitivity. They'll know which oils to kind of stay away from. And then our second label is just who made the blend and how long it's good for. That's how we do it. We use it with our massage therapy, and it's a very comfort, light touch massage that we use, and so it helps to ease the pain and help with relaxation. Another blend we have is the calming blend. And so that helps reduce stress, anxiety. It helps to ground our unfocused thoughts when we're, thinking about this, thinking about that, and we can't come together and kind of settle in. Our calm blend helps with that. A couple of the oils that are in that one is lavender and vetiver. Vetiver is a very musky, grounding, heavy. If you buy it 100% pure, it's great to help you sleep. I use it every night personally. Our other blend we use is a confusion and agitation blend. And that's usually what we use mostly with our dementia and Alzheimer's patients, because they get confused, and when they get confused and then they get agitated. So we use that blend. So like our aide will go in, give a nice little calming talk, maybe rub some of the oils into their neck or right here, or maybe on their wrist, and then tell them that they'll be back. And when they come back about 15 minutes later, the person that they are caring for is less resistant to that shower. They're more ready to go, more calm, less agitated, and it really helps the experience to be better for everyone. So our next blend I would like to share with you is our nausea blend. They take lots of medications, things they don't eat well, and sometimes the nausea is just, ugh. So of course peppermint and ginger are well known to help with nausea, and so we use that as well. We put that in a lotion as well, and a little bit on the tummy in a clockwise motion is very soothing and helps with that. You can also put it behind their ears. Nausea blend, we're avoiding the eyes because of the peppermint. It really irritates the eyes. The last blend I want to share with you is our safety blend. So this has vetiver in it. So there again, it's a calming, grounding, kind of musky, rooted oil. And that's in there, rose and orange. Orange oil is great for balancing the emotions, so that you're not high and you're not low, you're just grounded, and it uplifts your mood with, helps us to just be, feel that security. So that's what we use the safety blend for. So at Alternative, we have several other blends, and blends that you have, if we have come across somebody who has something that we don't have a blend for, we work with our aromatherapist to come up with a new recipe for that, and then we use that. Talk about the aromatherapy part of it, where we just add our oils to our hearts, or we put them in a spritzer bottle. Of course, it's oil and water, so they don't mix. So when you're using this, or when we're using this, we give a good shake just to combine it, and a couple, 3 spritzes on the linens or on their clothing, just kind of in the air around their head. And so the oils, the smell of it, the scent of it lasts a little bit longer, and so that's very helpful as well. And then the last thing that we do, we have these hearts, and we use the little 2 mil and all of 2 or 3 little dots on there, and we will place this on or near their heart. So obviously as they're breathing in, they can smell the lavender or whatever blend we're using. But one of the things we really need to do is just kind of slow down. And we do this with our patients. We know what we're doing. We know we have a plan of attack kind of thing. But when we get in there, we're paying attention. We're hearing what they're saying. We are slowing down. We are taking our time. And we use the oils in that soft comfort touch. And sometimes it's just hand holding. Sometimes it's putting oil and the lotions on our hands and just holding their hand. And that just allows that oil to absorb through the skin and be used like that. So do your research, 100% pure essential oil, no fillers, no fragrances, and you should be all right. So thank you for joining me, and you have a blessed day.